Hello traders, listen to this, then we are going to see whether it is working or not.
This one candle gives you everything: bias, context, entry, and exit. Let me show you how. Start with a daily candle. If it closes above the previous high, we have a bullish bias. If it closes below, it's bearish. Now, let's say it's bullish. Drop to the 1 hour chart for context. Look for a bullish order flow leg, a short-term low, short-term high, fair value area, and fair value gap. For precision, move to the 15-minute chart. When price retraces to the 1 hour fair value gap, look for a fair value gap within it. Set a limit order, aiming for the daily high. That's it.
And so guys, the strategy seems to be very easy when it is basically explained, but I want to tell you for real, for it to work for you, you have to test it right on your live market to see how it is working. And so guys, because we have everything right here, we're going to use everything that it gives to see whether this is going to make you profitable when you want to execute our trades. Okay, and so guys, without further ado, we are on our daily time frame, and as we test this, guys, we're going to learn a lot, simply because we're going to reason as the market forms, right? So guys, this is daily time frame. This is USDJPY, and so guys, without further ado, we are going to draw the previous high, rather the previous low, whatever we're going to see right about now. And so guys, as you can see right here, this is actually the candlestick pattern we're going to focus on. And so guys, he's saying you draw the previous high or a low, so that simply shows the candlestick has already formed. So according to my own understanding, I believe you're not going to focus on the candlestick that is currently forming. You're going to focus on the candlestick that were previously formed. And so guys, as you can see right about now, this candlestick pattern has already closed above the previous. So as per his own understanding, we are going to actually draw the high of this candlestick pattern right here. Let me draw it real quick. It is actually in yellow, and so guys, what we can see right about now, it closed above. And so guys, he says when price closes above the previous high, that is a bullish bias. When it closes below, guys, that is actually a bearish bias. And so guys, in this case, it closed above, so we expect price to actually buy according to his own explanation. And so guys, without further ado, again, we're going to follow up what he says, and we are going to actually have a clearer view on 1 hour time frame. So guys, we're going to 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna do this real quick so that we can save time and learn something. This is 1 hour time frame right about now, and for sure guys, you can see price actually broke above, or rather it actually closed above our previous high. It is indeed a clear push to the upside, but remember, we have to wait and see what is currently going to happen on the candlestick that is actually going to form next, because I believe that is how you are going to make your profit. This is actually what has already happened, okay, but you are going to make money. Understand this with the candlestick pattern that is going to form next on daily time. So guys, this is exactly what we have right about now. And so guys, on a 1 hour time frame, or rather on 1 hour chart, for context this time round, we're going to identify the short-term lows and the short-term highs, and that's what we're going to identify a fair value gap according to his explanation, okay? And in this case, that's our high, but don't forget the yellow line actually shows us price closing above the previous high. That is what you're gonna focus on, and choose as the high and lows. Then we're going to look for a fair value gap. So the question I have, what if you don't find a fair value gap? But basically, I believe you can find a fair value gap, but I want you to understand this is forex market. Whatever you expect to see may fail. So in this case, I believe you need alternatives, and lucky we have a fair value gap right here. If you don't know what a fair value gap is, I would advise you to really learn what it is. That's our fair value gap in this case. And so guys, we are now heading to our 15 minutes time frame where we are going to execute our trade, simply because we have our high and lows, we have our fair value gap right here, and as well guys, we have an indication that we are going to look for buying opportunity. And so guys, I want us to go to 15 minutes time frame. This is our 15 minutes time frame with high and lows being indicated from the 1 hour time frame, as well having our previous high being broken above and candlestick closing above from the daily time frame, and as well we have our fair value gap, which is actually this one right here. So what do you do on 15 minutes time frame? This is what by now you really wait for a retest, or rather when you wait to see price retesting to our fair value gap. So what you do right now is looking for a fair value gap within the movement that is happening. You draw it and then you execute your trade. So guys, what we expect to see right about now is price retesting the fair value gap and finding another fair value gap, and as we're waiting for price to really push to the upside, because remember, we're being told when price really closes above their previous high, we're going to look for a buying opportunity. So guys, on our 15 minutes time frame, we want to see whether this can happen or rather this can fail to happen. This is the truth that we really need to see, and as we're having clarity or rather understanding about the strategy he really talks about. And so guys, without further ado, let's see what is going to happen right about now. And we're waiting for a retest right here, and because it's testing of strategies, guys, I am not really siding with this strategy. I want to see what the market has for us. This is our fair value gap. I think we need to extend it so that we can have a clear review of what is going to happen. Here we are. If it retests right here, guys, we're going to buy. But is this going to happen? Very close to the level, actually at the level. Let's see what is going to happen. We're going to find a fair value gap right there for us to execute trades, because now we expect price is gonna buy. And as you can see, guys, price at any given point came to the level, as you can see, of our 1 hour fair value gap right here. And as you can see, guys, it broke below the fair value gap. Is actually something you have to know. Don't rush executing your trades. And as well, guys, he says you are to execute your buy order. If price breaks above this one, you're going to execute your buy order. But for now, we don't have a fair value gap. So the question you have to ask yourself, guys, what if I don't find a fair value gap? What can I really do? This is exactly what I want you to understand, simply because, guys, if you can look closely right here, the fair value gap can happen, and that's what can fail to happen. What you're supposed to know, price is as well reacting to our key level, okay? Despite of it breaking below our fair value gap that we saw on 1 hour time frame, it is reacting to our key levels, which is support and resistance structures levels. So we're not necessarily paying attention on a fair value gap. And what the strategy was trying to explain, once we find a fair value gap, guys, price will definitely proceed to the upside. There is nowhere he says a fair value gap can be broken below. And remember, guys, when it is broken below as well, it becomes a key level. So it can become a key level whereby there will be actually a retracement to the fair value gap, and you see price breaking below these structure levels right here, and price proceeds to the downside. That is something you're supposed to know. And as well, guys, if it happens to break above this one now, that is when you have a guarantee price will proceed to the upside. And as well, pay attention on key levels, because price will react to it. They're minor, and you see price reacting to it, just as what we can see right now on our live market. Okay, the strategy is properly done, but basically, guys, what you're supposed to know, fair value gap most of the times cannot be respected, and this is what you're supposed to know. And as well, guys, price can react to your support and resistance levels. If we are going to sell, I say price will have to break all this. If you're going to buy, it has to break this, it has to break this, do proceed to the upside.